Hello everyone. You are all welcome to lecture number 539. And today I am going to discuss polymerase chain reaction test, commonly known as PCR test. I gave the hint when I discussed about the sequencing of genetic material, but I did not discuss in detail the chemistry. And some of my students, especially the chemistry students, they requested me that, sir, you just explain to us what is the reaction mechanism and chemistry of PCR test. Actually, it is pure chemical reaction. The very word polymerase. Polymerase means it is enzyme, and genetic material, nucleic acid protein, that is DNA, is polymer. So polymerase and polymer, they are together for reaction. And in this case, this reaction starts with first step, that is called target DNA. First is called DNA. This is your genetic material, deoxyribonucleic acid, and this one, what we are getting, in double helix. This test is having lot of popularity nowadays because it is widely used in lot of biological molecules to study protein and genetic material on the basis of fragmentation amplification. So first we are getting the target material, or we can say single DNA molecule in double helix. So that only one single molecule DNA material is not enough. We have to get lot of copies. That is here the reaction, main reaction starts. How to get the many copies? That is called amplification of DNA. That is called amplification, means getting many copies of this DNA. So this DNA, what we have got, the one DNA which is working in our body, that is in vivo. In vivo means where enzyme is working within the cell. Enzyme is, action is, that is polymerase enzyme is working within the cell, that is in vivo. And here that enzyme cannot work. So it is in machine, in chamber, this reaction we are doing. So it is actually in vitro. In vitro means the enzyme is working outside DNA cell. So it is actually the polymerization reaction in vitro. Means it is from outside we are bringing, and it is not part of the cell. This is the basic reaction mechanism here. And with the help of that in vitro enzyme, means bringing from outside, and then we are doing amplification. So for amplification means we have to get many pieces. So DNA is having natural DNA in our body that it duplicates. But this duplication is not possible here because we have to multiply it. Multiple DNA we have to get replication. So with the help of outside, that is your polymerase enzyme, and in this process we will get many DNA by amplification, means replication in presence of not natural, but because natural enzyme, if it is working in our body, it will work at 37 degrees centigrade temperature, and there we are doing annealing and denaturation at 94 degrees centigrade temperature. So at that temperature even natural enzyme cannot work. So we have to bring very special type of polymerase enzyme, that is called TAC enzyme, and that can work at 94 degrees centigrade temperature when we are doing annealing. So what is happening here? First amplification is done, and amplification is just like cloning. The only difference in cloning means the same genetic material we are producing with the same properties. That is called cloning with the help of in vivo enzyme. And that is little bit, we can say, multiple step. And that is for long term to save in library, genetic library. Here we are using for short term, just to detect the, we can say, sick DNA or with some other type of mutated DNA something, viral or bacterial strain, all these things. So for short time we are doing this amplification. Now after amplification, when we got this DNA, now how to separate it? That is separation. Separation means these DNAs, they are held up with hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. So how to break the hydrogen? Because these double helix, they are held up together with one bond, that is called hydrogen bonding. So we have to do, that is called denaturation process. Second, we are doing denaturation means that is heating at 94 degrees centigrade temperature, and that is in thermocycler is a machine. These are all computerized. I am not going to discuss the instrumentation. I am just discussing the chemistry. So to break this hydrogen bonding, we are doing denaturation, because this DNA is denatured, means it will lose its all physical chemical properties, and all these hydrogen bonds will be broken, and now it will be in single strand. Now we have got this one in single strand genetic material. Now what we are doing, then we will start annealing. Annealing process means we are heating and cooling several times. This one to do the sequencing, and here we will add small, this is your single strand material, protein material, and here we will add a small primase. It is called primer, and primer means it is nucleotide with very, very small size, maybe 10-15 nucleotide together. That is very, very small fragmentation is there, that is called primer. And primase, if you are saying, means it is enzyme. So here actually enzyme is not put, it is primer is put, and then heating is going on, this annealing process up to 72 degrees centigrade for 40 seconds. So in this way the sequencing will start, it will start melting, and then so many which are here, small pieces, will go and form the new synthesis will start, that is called extension. And in this extension, what will happen? You will get all these small primer, they will be sequenced. Here, some are here, and some are here. And there will be a synthesis of genetic material by sequencing, and that sequencing by adding little dye. Then the nanocomputer, the screen is working here with the help of biosensor, and it will give different sequencing for with time. And there is a graph for this like this. Let me give you like this graph, like this. So here it is temperature, maybe 30 degrees centigrade, 40, 50, 80, and 90. And here time is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So how some are appearing here, sequencing, some are appearing here, sequencing, some are appearing, sequencing here. So the graph will come like this, then again it will come like this. So with the help of the temperature, this is your temperature, and this is your timing, you can identify the sequencing of the genetic material, that is sick material, maybe COVID-19 disease genetic material, and with that sequencing, and nowadays very sophisticated nano machine is there, sequencer, and with that, with different very fine separate bands of different color fluorescent will appear, and on the basis of that you can do the sequencing and you can identify this one. So this is the whole chemistry involved, that is called polymerization chain reaction test. Here actually it is a complete reaction in presence of enzyme, that is called polymerase, and it's not natural. We are bringing from outside and doing this reaction. So this much chemistry is very clear. First, target DNA, then what we are doing, we amplify it to get many copies. After getting many copies, how to separate them to break the hydrogen bonding, that is by annealing, means heating and cooling. After getting that, then by adding primase with small we can say nucleotide, that is pieces, and then sequencing it by heating, by cooling, and then synthesis will take place, that is called extension process, and it will appear at a screen and the sequencing will be done. This is polymerization reaction, chain reaction test. So with this I will stop, and I am sure that in a very simple way I have tried to discuss this polymerization chain reaction test, that is called PCR technique or test, and instrumentation is very complex and complicated with computer screen. This is what I have discussed, very simple chemistry, amplification, denaturation, annealing, and then extension means synthesizing and sequencing is done and it is detected. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.